Thank you, Mr. Chair, and I want to thank the Chair and Ranking Member for having us hearing today, and I want to welcome all the DOT witnesses, and thanks for participating in the subcommittee hearing today about your work to implement the BIL. The bipartisan infrastructure law is, and this hearing today is another opportunity to highlight how these federal infrastructure dollars are benefiting communities and helping us build a cleaner, greener, safer, and more accessible transportation system. Congress provided $530 billion in the BIL for roads, bridges, transit, buses, ferries, and other infrastructure needs under this subcommittee's jurisdiction. The investment level and number of new initiatives in the BIL far exceeds previous transportation bills, and Congress handed DOT a tall order in implementing this legislation. Yet in the first 2 fiscal years of the BIL, the department distributed over $180 billion in highway funds and $40 billion in transit funds to states and localities. Funding has gone out under more than 3 dozen competitive grant programs, and more is on the way. Just this morning, the department announced awards for the Safe Streets for All program, totaling $810 million for 385 projects nationwide, including, you'll be surprised when we talking about this, 3 in my district. Yes, indeed, totaling about $1.4 million to help the city of Anacortes and Skagit County develop roadway safety action plans, and the Lummi Indian Business Council to test 9 safety demonstration projects. Yesterday, the department announced awards for 18 projects under the Rural Surface Transportation Grant Program, which totaled $645 million. This funding will help rural communities reconstruct road and freight infrastructure to make them safer and more accessible. I highlight these award announcements because they clearly demonstrate how communities across the U.S. are seeing the benefits of the bipartisan infrastructure law. They're also seeing the benefits in this law by the creation of jobs. These dollars translate into projects on the ground and jobs for American workers. Through September 23, these dollars have supported over 60,000 highway projects alone, according to an analysis by the American Road and Transportation Builders Association. There's at least 1 new project underway in every congressional district in the country, according to ARTBA. Thanks to the BIL, the department has awarded $25 million in raise grants to Whatcom County in my district to replace the 60-year-old Lummi Island Ferry. Projects like this one and other projects across the country means jobs with good wages, benefits, and working conditions for transportation workers and manufacturers. The BIL means more jobs in the transportation, construction, transit, trucking, aviation, rail, and maritime sectors. Without these investments, the economy would be in far worse shape. We are only 2 years through a 5-year bill, and the department has invested in projects across the country, and there is more to come. And now Congress has a job of conducting oversight of implementation efforts by DOT, state DOTs, project sponsors, and industry to ensure these projects are delivered quickly and effectively, and the law is implemented in line with congressional intent. Congress directed investments in the BIL to address many things, including addressing climate change and reducing carbon pollution. We directed investments to improve safety and equity outcomes on our transportation networks. And we wanted to put more decision-making power in the hands of local communities whose leaders know their infrastructure best. These and other changes are now in the hands of DOT to execute. I applaud the department's efforts to date on this front and the steps taken to address the unacceptably high rate of deaths, to prioritize equity consideration grants, to ensure disadvantaged business enterprises reap the benefits of BIL funding, and to measure and reduce carbon pollution from transportation sources as provided in transportation law dating back a decade. I welcome this opportunity to once again acknowledge and celebrate the infrastructure benefits each of our districts and constituents are reaping. This committee continues delivering bipartisan solutions for all Americans. I want to thank the witnesses for their service and for guiding your agencies and priorities and for the priorities Congress has asked you to implement. I look forward to today's discussion. With that, I yield back.
Thank you.